Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Saturday. No, excuse me, Sunday. I forgot the date. The 6th of August, 2023. The reason I forgot what day it is because today was a weird day where I was doing only one stream. It was my React day, so it wasn't even the normal gameplay stream that I'd be doing. And for the second half of the day, I was filming private React videos for patrons, and I was messing with my new TrigaKey MiniPC, and I have an update for you on that. I'm not going to tell you everything tonight, but I basically want to cover it so you know what's going on with that. So, first of all, this is a 5-day streaming week, so today we're already halfway through the week, which I know it's a very short week compared to my usual week. It is what it is. What did we do today? Well, on the Level 1 podcast, we had big updates. Essentially, I updated you on many things, including what's going on at EVO, including the fact that I did choose to invest and upgrade my setup for fighting games moving forward. It looks like I'll be playing fighting games on the PlayStation 5, which will allow me to have better player selection and the better player installed base for games like Mortal Kombat 1, Tekken 8, etc. moving forward. And I'm going to get a better joystick as well. So I talked about that in detail. In addition, I had updates on the MiniPC because I had done more research on it and stuff like that. Sadly, there was some annoying-ass trolling this morning on the stream. It is what it is. I tried to minimize it as much as possible. You'll probably notice if you watch the show, there was very little of it visible on the show. What happened was there was a lot of assholes in the chat being stupid. And, you know, it sucks that it derails the show, but it is what it is. I took care of it, and now it's fine. So, overall, pretty informative Level 1 podcast this morning, okay? Then we got to my React show, DSP versus the Internet. And we had 3 hours of reacting to the clips that you, the members, submitted over on DSP Reacts. Thanks to those who attended, those who supported that stream. It went pretty well this week. The night was really where it was weird because I wasn't doing a stream tonight. So first of all, did quite a few, like over 90 minutes of private React content tonight that I filmed and uploaded. And then I jumped right into getting this MiniPC set up. And let me tell you, getting it initially hooked up was very easy, but immediately I get a problem. Immediately I turn it on, and my capture device, you know, OBS and everything over here, is telling me, oh, there's HDC copy protection. It won't take the video signal. Now, here's the weird thing about it. When I booted up the MiniPC at first, it worked fine. But as soon as it would get to, like, the desktop, it would show it for a second, then all of a sudden get canceled out and say, oh, there's HDCP enabled. So I knew that there were some shenanigans here. I knew that there was something enabled in the PC that was turning that on. It wasn't that it was on by default. There was an actual setting or something that was enabling it, and that was really annoying me, okay? So, how do I fix it? And at first, I was trying to search in options, everything, couldn't find anything myself. Went online, searched, couldn't find. Finally, I found a video from fall of last year, and that video, although it didn't exactly have the exact version of the drivers and software that I have in here, basically explained that with this onboard Radeon graphics that are in this MiniPC, by default they have HDCP enabled, which is dumb because there's a vast majority of things will never use it. It's only really if you're watching movies and things that have the HDCP enabled that it will ever be needed. You don't need it, essentially, but it has it on by default really stupidly. So once I disabled it, everything started working. But then immediately I started having more problems with the audio because this MiniPC does not do dual audio out. You have to choose your default audio out device, and you can't really do audio to two sources, which means I had to do a workaround. It's the same workaround that I use for the Switch and the same workaround I use for the PS5, and it essentially means I will never get true surround sound playing on my PC as long as I am also capturing and streaming for you guys. So I will explain all of this in full on tomorrow's Level 1 podcast. However, I made a demo video, which I am actually going to upload tonight along with this daily wrap, so you should find it here on DSPGaming. I tried 2 games, Skyrim and Visage. Skyrim was set to around medium settings, 1080p, and Visage was set to also around medium settings, 1080p. You know, Skyrim being such an old game, what is it, like 11 years old at this point? 12 years old, something like that. Didn't look as good, but Visage looked pretty good. It looked a little pixelated because it didn't have all the effects at high level to basically hide that. But for the most part, it was certainly playable, and probably would have been pretty darn scary if I kept playing it. I played it a couple years ago, and it genuinely did scare me. So, from what I can see so far, now, one thing I definitely want to do with this MiniPC is Fightcade. And I did download the Fightcade app. The problem being, it doesn't really do anything by default. It seems like you need to research how to use it because it doesn't tell you where to get ROMs. It doesn't tell you how to set it up. I'm just staring at it like, I don't know. I'm going to have to figure this out. So right now with Fightcade, I have no solutions how to use it yet, but I'm sure some people are going to try to explain it to me now and tell you, oh, here's how you do it. You do this, you do this, you do this, right? So I guess I'll have to figure it out. But I did get Fightcade. It's called Fightcade 2. And what's Fightcade? It's basically a program, an app that allows you to play old school games. Mostly it's used for fighting games these days, but you can use all kinds of arcade games and things. You can play them online co-op with other people, or you can play against people competitively over the internet using GGPO netcode. So there's all these implementations for it. For me, obviously, I want to play all the old school fighting games. Super Turbo, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, maybe CVS 2, maybe some of the old school versus games like Marvel vs. Capcom 1, or even X-Men vs. Street Fighter. I would love to play those online against people. I haven't played them in a zillion years, and it looks like they would maybe run well on this mini PC. I don't know, because I didn't know how to get it to work. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is I'm playing Chrono Trigger, man. I just got it. I seriously already just got it and installed it. And I'm dying to play Chrono Trigger. I wanted to play this with you guys for a decade now and do an interactive playthrough. And it looks like it'll be feasible. The one issue is that the volume may be a little low. And I'm not sure why that is, nor am I sure how to fix that. Because I was looking at my settings and everything, and all the volume settings in this mini PC are maxed. They're all like maximum audio output. And I'm looking at OBS and I'm like, I don't know, it just seems like, I think I'm going to test the video because I haven't even played back the test video yet. I think the volume may be a little low. And I'm not sure how to fix that. That may be something we have to work on together. But outside of that, the games were not running half bad. They look pretty smooth and everything seemed to be working. So I think we're good to go. I just got to find ways to implement this thing, right? So tomorrow we'll talk about this more on depth in the podcast in the morning. What's tomorrow? Full day of gameplay streaming. It's going to be Xbox Series X GTA 5 anniversary run on the first stream. That's right. For the first time ever, we're now playing Grand Theft Auto 5 on a daytime stream. So I hope that those of you who haven't been able to make those streams, because they've been exclusively night streams up to now, will now be able to show up, hang out, chill, and support that stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night, it's community night on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, in Street Fighter 6. Although this will actually be the first time I'm playing Street Fighter 6 online with you guys on the PS5. All right? So it'll be PS5 version, but it'll be the same things. I'll make a lobby. You guys will join the lobby. I'll password protect it, and we'll play against each other tomorrow night. It should be fun. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day full of gameplay and fun and some chill stuff on the podcast. All right, guys? Thank you so very much. Have a good evening. See you tomorrow to discuss more about this PC. I'm sure people will have ideas and suggestions and all kinds of stuff to talk about on the podcast about it. And we'll go from there. Everyone have a good night. Peace out. See you in the morning. Later.